Year 2 is about to kick off for Space Marine 2. Now, this is old news, so if you've already seen this community update, you've already seen their discussion about it in the Year 2 battle plan, as you can see before you, then please go ahead and shut this video down. I'm late to covering this. I was in PAX West all weekend, and I'll be doing a bunch of coverage of that. But I just wanted to give an update on this for those that haven't quite seen it. So that's your too long didn't watch this entire video. It's pretty much about this Year 2 battle plan that they've released. And if you have not seen all that stuff, let me tell you, we're going to get in stuff in the way of 4 new operations, 3 new Eternal War arenas, new stratagems for PvE, and Hellbrute Onslaught for PvP game modes, new playable class, the Tech Marine, that's coming out at the very beginning of next year, new weapons, including a power axe, free unlockable weapon variants for existing weapons, new enemies, bosses, progression mechanics, everything. That is what is coming with Year 2. So that's the second too long didn't watch of this entire video. So again, if that's all you want to know, please feel free to go ahead and shut the video down. I want to be respectful of your time. Now, if you are sticking around or you are going to head out, either one, if this video ends up helping you out, please don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe, as each one of those things helps me out in a huge way. Let's get started here on the Year 2 battle plan for Space Marine 2. And I'm a little fucking excited. So actually, we're going to close this and we're going to watch this together because I have not watched this in its entirety, and I want to give it a go with you guys.
Greetings, Space Marines.
I'm going to turn down because of various copyright issues with YouTube. Tends to have an issue with that stuff. So we already get a little taste of things, right? Things that have already happened. This is a look at some of the things that happened over the past year. We have a lot of stuff that's happened, right? We have new game modes that were activated in the Siege mode. We have a single new multiplayer arena map. We have new things that we could take advantage of. But now with Year 2, we got even more exciting stuff. So let's take a look. So first up here, September 4th. It's worth noting that September 4th is the first like kind of big patch here, right? That's coming out, and that's going to be the patch 10.0 or patch 10. That's going to include that Hellbrute mode, PvE missions coming in 2026, and we can see from here lots of stuff coming from that. We'll go over that in a little bit. So 1 siege map, new PvP mode on Hellbrute Onslaught, which is looking really, really sick. 3 PvP arenas that are coming here, new progression systems for stratagems, free Chaos Champions. So a lot of you that wanted some Chaos progression, it is coming. The new Chaos Spawn is on the way too. The Mutalith Vortex Beast is going to be one of our new bosses. We also have some champion customization too that we'll be talking about in a little bit. Pyre Blasters coming in as well. I think that's with patch 10. The Pyre Cannon and the Power Axe are all coming with patch 10 on September 4th. The Xenophase Blade, the Combi Melta, just to mention some other future ones. And now the Tech Marine is a new class that is coming to us in 2026 as well. I'm trying to do like a play-by-play of what we see on the screen here, right? But our first thing, fuck, that's sick. Imperial Fist gets a cosmetic pack finally. Blood Angels will get a champion pack, which looks like it's in the lieu of the Sanguinary Guard. Raven Guard, Carcharodons, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Iron Hands, Raptors. So we can see that quite a lot is coming in this big pack. So we'll see that making its way here. Even just starting in, by the time this goes live in like a day or two. So be on the lookout for that. That is going to happen. But there is there's a bit of caveat to that. So let's kind of go through this. And before we even do, I'll be streaming on September 4th when all of the drops go live. There's drops here. These are the drops that are coming. The main thing is I want this Power Axe skin. The rest is kind of whatever it is, but those drops will be live on Twitch from September 4th to September 18th. So if you want, I will be streaming. I will be doing giveaways of the Ultra edition of the game, so you can win those on the stream. Just go ahead and follow me on twitch.tv/ItalianSpartacus. You'll find a link below. Now let's get into the meat of this anniversary update. And we zoomed in for those of you that are on mobile. So everything you can see here is coming. A new PvE mission, new PvP mode, Hellbrute Onslaught, new PvP arena, new PvE mode, stratagems, 3 new weapons, which is both the Pyre Blaster, and the Pyre Cannon, then the Power Axe. The Majoris Enemy Chaos Spawn is coming with 3 different variants attached to it, which is pretty cool. So I have a bunch of different kind of ways to approach it. And a Chaos Armor Pack with new Chaos Champions attached to it. Then we get the Champion Pack for the Black Templars, which we already saw. fucking crispy. The Imperial Fist Cosmetic Pack, which will match up with the Imperial Fist Champion Pack we got in the past. And again, more to be said on that Champion Pack. Patch 11, at probably around December time, will give us new stratagems, new mission pickups, and PvE missions, but we'll get that Blood Angels Champion Pack, which I hope is a fucking Sanguinary Guard, because I goddamn it would be pissed if it's not. Salamander's Cosmetic Pack to go along with its Champion Pack. Then in the future, in the beginning of the year, we'll be getting that Tech Marine class with its Omnisaya Axe, Battle Barge expansion as well, with a stratagem new battlefield conditions. Raven Guard, is it Carcharodons? I don't know, man. You know, it's so rough pronouncing Warhammer 40K things, because I've been playing this damn game for like 25 years. Roboot Gilliman has had like 50 different pronunciations over time, because Games Workshop just won't put out an established lexicon of pronunciation. You have to say, oh, it was like this in this audiobook. Yeah, but like 4 years ago, it was like this in this audiobook. So don't get me started. Like if you play the Battlefleet Gothic 2, it's not the Russ, like Lehman Russ. They call themselves the Rus. There's only one S in Rus, as in reference to the Kievan Rus. But you know, hey, what the fuck do I know? Patch 13, Iron Hands, and then patch 14 will be another redacted champion pack. Who's to say what that could be? And then the Raptors Cosmetic Pack. So we'll see some fun with that. But the anniversary update, Chaos Armor Pack is incoming. And as you can see, it is already just looking good. It's free. It's also free. Also worth noting, everything on the top is free. Well, I guess everything with a red background is free. So patch 15 is free for now. Then they're doing another season pass. So for all these champion and cosmetic packs, you will need to buy a second season pass. I don't know what the price. I think the price is in this very article, but it's worth noting that. New game mode, Hellbrute Onslaught PvP. So now a brand new mode will be added with this update and will be playable on all maps. Here's your brief. 2 teams of Chaos Space Marines will fight to control strategic areas, but also to take control of the Hellbrute. The first team to take control of an objective gets to control the Hellbrute until the opposite team takes it down. One player gets to control the Hellbrute at a time, and this player will be picked randomly among players who participated in securing the control point. For the team that failed to secure the control point, to have the Hellbrute on their side, they will need to slay their opponent's Hellbrute and secure a new designated control point. I love this because it's not going to be one person locking down the Hellbrute. It's going to rotate if you actually participate in the objective. So if you're out killing people and that's just what you want to do on this game mission, then you can do that. You're not going to be in the Hellbrute because you're not participating in the objective. So I do actually quite like that. One last thing, the Hellbrute uses a Hellbrute Thunderhammer in melee and a plasma cannon in range, and it can unleash a battle cry with its special skill to regenerate its HP. So it's going to be quite fun. We had Dreadnought play in Space Marine 1, so it'll be fun to see how this plays itself out. For the stratagems, there's a new PvE mode. So and you can kind of see what I'm going to be talking about with the champion skins, right? That's the different helmet than what is typically attached to this champion. Yeah, look at that fucking axe, dude. Look at that axe. Stratagems are a completely new PvE game mode. Unlike classic operations, there are only 2 difficulty modes, normal and hard. What makes this new game mode different are the various battlefield conditions, which will change every day and week and make operation completely different from, I love that, what you're used to. Battlefield conditions can either help or hinder your progress. Upon successful completion, you will receive a new currency called accolades, which can be exchanged for valuable rewards. So it's probably like more of the continued currency system that we already have with the data vault, which gives us access to more cosmetics. There are weekly and daily stratagems, and each operation has their own set of modifiers. Here are a few examples. Summoner, every uninterrupted call for reinforcements summons the extremist enemy. Where you aiming at? Friendly fire damage from firearms and explosive is enabled. Damn. Cadia stands, Imperial Guards spawn on levels. Hunted, an unkillable lictor constantly pursues you. Dealing enough damage will scare it away for a brief time. And many others that you'll discover for yourself. So that is the new stratagems mode. I am a little wary on normal and hard modes, because those of us that have been playing for a long time, to only have 2 difficulties when we've been like sweating it out on the hardest difficulty. And if like, oh, now that you're playing on hard, well, the stratagem for this week is Cadia stands. Okay. The stratagem for this week is hunted. I mean, not fun, but definitely doable on hard, like not really going to be that much of a challenge. So I'm really curious to see how these battlefield conditions are really going to stress us, because it feels like this needs to have another difficulty, if not just all the difficulties and their stratagems attached to it. But I guess we'll see tomorrow on Thursday when this comes out. New PvP and PvE maps. Operation Vortex, the Astropathic Relay, has once again fallen silent. Investigate and cleanse the relay of any lingering heretical presence. This map has a special unique boss, the Mutalith Vortex Beast. We don't want to spoil too much. You'll have to wait for the update to drop on September 4th to discover its moveset. So that'll be fun. Eternal War map, Bridge. So that's going to be a new map that's coming for Eternal War. So those that are into the PvP, you'll be getting another new map. Weapons to be added to the armory is the Glorious Power Axe. As we've already played it in the game. It's in the very beginning of the game. It's in the intro. But its moveset's looking good. It's looking crispy. Oh man, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to play with that fucking axe. So that'll be there. Hero weapon variants will also be implemented. These variations can be exchanged against accolades from playing Stratagems mode. More on that new mode below. They fall in a new mastery tier named Heroic, which is even more powerful than Relic. For example, here's the Xenophase Blade, the heroic version of the Power Sword, and the Combi Melta, the heroic version of the Bolt Rifle. So I spoke about the Combi Melta being an unlock. I'm sorry, I misspoke, as you can see here. New Majoris enemy, the Chaos Spawn. Swifter and more agile than its bulk suggests, the Chaos Spawn constitutes a formidable enemy. And like I said, it's got 3 variations. And I don't know if that means different moveset or just simply visual variations, but we do know that 3 variants are going to be coming with that. So we can see that right there. What else? A selection of skins that were initially unlockable through time-sensitive community events will be purchasable in exchange for accolades earned in stratagem mode in the Refinement and Redemption shop, which extends the current data refinement shop that was used until then to trade your requisition points into army data. So I like this because this gives you a chance, if you came into the game late and you love the game and you weren't able to do any of these timed drops, you don't need to buy them with actual currency. You just spend the game's currency that you have to grind for in the stratagem mode. So I'm actually really stoked that that's how they decided to do that, because plenty of games do that, right? They're like, oh, well, here you go. Here's all those things that we did as a time drop, or here's how we did for collector's edition. You can now buy that cosmetic. It's now just linked to it. So that's kind of nice. Now for your season pass 2, as it was called, the first 2 chapter villains patch is the Black Templar Champion pack. Dude, just look at that. When I came back to 10th edition, I wanted to collect Black Templars, but I don't know. It didn't stick. It didn't stick because my OG very first faction that I ever played in Warhammer 40k way back in 2nd edition 40k were Space Wolves, and the new Space Wolf box is beautiful. So I may or may not have jumped ship. Hint, I did. So the first class to receive a champion as part of the season 2 is the Bulwark. We know how much you enjoy this class. I mean, I think all of us play our Bulwark as Black Templars anyway. The Black Templars Champion Pack brings a unique skin for the Power Sword, as well as the Storm Shield and a unique chapter banner. Cannot wait to see that. Is it in the background? I do not see it. Do not see it at all. And the Imperial Fists Cosmetic Pack, which you can pretty much see showcased almost exclusively right here. Across the shoulder pad, this chest piece, that little tilt guard, I can't remember the name of it, and that helmet are all Imperial Fists flavored. Yellow Submarine.png. The Imperial Fist is the first returning chapter of this year's season pass. Complete your champion pack with over 40 new cosmetics and heraldry markings inspired by 7 other successor chapters, including the Celestial Lions. Sick. Stoked to hear that. Aaron Dembski bowed and be praised. There it is. Hammers of Dorn, Invaders, Red Templar, Sons of the Phoenix, Subjugators, which are really cool, and then the Crimson Fists. So you can see all of them represented right here. Crimson Fists, Celestial Lions, Red Templars, Hammers of Dorn, I believe that's these guys right there. The Chapter Master Valrak. Was it Chapter? No, it wasn't Chapter Master Valrak. Someone on the internet did a really awesome set of Space Marines like this, and it just looks so good. Maybe it was Valrak. Valrak is the king of Imperial Fists, if you don't know that already. Champion skin customization. Now here is the most important part of all the champion skins. Moreover, champion skin customization is now available. You can mix the various armor parts of the champions. For instance, you can put the Dark Angels champion helmet on an Assault Marine. There you fucking go. We have been asking for that since launch, and it is exciting to finally get that put in. This is just going to unlock the door for even more customization in this already crazy customization game. Super stoked on it. I will be doing a costume contest like I did before that allows people to really flex into some of these really awesome pieces from the champion skins. So very, very, very excited to play around with that. Again, for those of you that have used some of the stuff, well, for example, the Dark Angel's champion helmet can't be equipped on the sniper. That's what I was going to bring up is if you liked a lot of the cosmetics for the salamanders, you'll be able to pull what you can from that onto the Vanguard, but obviously not everything. So it's exciting, but you can see it definitely has its limitations built into it. Any news on the Tech Marine? So you expressed your enthusiasm after the announcement for our next class. Today, we are pleased to give you an estimated date for its implementation of the game. It is early 2026 patch 12. That should be around February time, maybe March. It's yet too early to show you any designs, even a work in progress asset, or tell you about the specifics of this class. But if you read the roadmap carefully, you'll know that we will come with an Omnisci axe. So that's all we know for the Tech Marine right now. And also the Ultramarines Champion Pack is purchasable once more. So if you did not get the Ultra Edition, which includes this, you can now buy it separately. And then there's the community surveys for people that want to contribute more to the game as far as the direction of stuff. And they've been really, really good about listening to what people want. People have posted on their giant think tank and stuff like that. And it has given people a lot, or it's given the company a lot to focus on. And, you know, they said that, yeah, we see no expansion of melee weapons in the near future. And I think they just meant year one, but boom. First thing we get for year two is a power axe, which has probably been one of the most requested things. So I'm excited to see that. And then we also have the Twitch drops return. So we'll be getting this skull breastplate, this pristine Aquila breastplate right here, and then the Porphyr shield power skin shield power axe skin that'll be coming as well. That is all on Thursday. And then Thursday is also going to have patch notes. So there's going to be guaranteed some balancing. In the previous patch, patch 9.0, we had a class perk update for assault and for heavy. So I would expect some sort of equivalent update here, right? Trying to push more of these updates to fit the new prestige talents and the kind of reworks to a lot of them, and just kind of keep things up to snuff so that not one class falls behind because it didn't get an update. So we'll see what that all looks like in the future. Like hopefully we'll just kind of get a full round and everything kind of feels a little bit tighter across the board. But really excited, very stoked for year two. Let me know. How are you feeling in the comment section below, guys? Are you stoked for year two? Are there things that you want to be added that have not been added yet? Are you a big PvP player and this just isn't enough? Are you a big PvE player and you'd like to see more of a dynamic system? Like, again, I'm a little worried that there's only 2 difficulties for the new stratagem mode. And I guess it's really just going to come down to how this plays. And we'll find out on Thursday. I'll be streaming, like I said before. We'll find that on Twitch. And I'll be streaming at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time until 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. In which case you can, it's also like September, all sorts of cool shit's happening on Twitch this month. And I'll be doing Borderlands 4 on Twitch, all sorts of crap. But guys, that is it for this update. I wanted to at least hit it and get you guys excited for it if you haven't already seen what's coming. But be on the lookout for on Thursday for some more fun, some more content, some streaming. As always, thank you so much for watching here today. Have a good one and take care.